नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the living practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, manifestors, Sarvavarityahis, Shrimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas E-Gurukul students, Kailasas NHU students, Paramashivaganas, Paramashivoham Season 10 participants, all those sitting with us live on Kailasa TV, Kailasas, NTV, Kailasas, HNTV and other social media platforms. I welcome all of you with my love and respect.
On this auspicious second day of the Ganesha Chaturthi Brahmotsavam, today in the Adi Kailasa Nityananda Peetham, Shri Mahaganapati Ananda Ganesha with 8 hands and 8 ayudhas is gracing in Sarva Alankara on the Bhuta Vahanam. We now offer our worship at the feet of Shri Mahaganapati, Shri Ananda Ganesha, and at the feet of His Divine Holiness Guru Mahasannidhanam, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, our most beloved Swamiji. Gajananam bhutaganaadhisevitam kapitthajambu phalasarabhakshitam umasutam shoka vinashakaranam namami Vigneshwara padapankajam. Om धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयो ओस्मान् धूर्वदितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि सत्तितमं पप्रितमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसि हविर्धानन्दृगं हस्वमाह्वा आर्मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षेमाभिर्मा संविक्खा मात्वाहि गुंसिषम्। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदोपघ्नन्निरृतिं मम पशुगिश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिश मानो हि गुंसि जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अबिभ्रदग्न आगहि श्रिया मा परिपातय। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। एकहारतीदीपं सन्दर्शयामि। ॐ मधुवातारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्नः सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगं रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागम् अस्तु माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। नानाविधानि नैवेद्यानि निवेदयामि। निवेदनानन्तरम् आचमनं समर्पयामि। ॐ नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते स्तुलम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुताय वरदमूर्तये नमः। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ श्री महागणपते नमः। श्री आनन्दगणेशाय नमः। सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वोपचार पूजार्थे सर्वापराधक्षमापनार्थे समस्तमङ्गलप्राप्त्यर्थे आनन्दकर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि। रक्षां धारयामि।
Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Conscious elasticity is ability to unclutch and operate. Ability to unclutch and operate. In Sanskrit, we use the word called Sahaja Samadhi. Ability to be absolutely stress-free, but alive, active, vibrant. I can sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi whole day in this Batmasana and go on releasing the ideas about Kailasa, Reserve Bank of Kailasa. Morning சத்சங்கத்துல இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ண போறேன்னு சொன்னங்க. யாத நியூஸ் ஆக்கிவிட்டாரு. இன்னும் ரிலீஸ் பண்ண கூட இல்லை. பண்றேன்னு சொன்னேன், அவ்வளவுதான். எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. நம்ம டிவோட்டிஸ், டிசைபிள்ஸ், சிஷ்ய கோடிங்கெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. உங்களை விட சின்சியரா அவனுங்கெல்லாம் சத் சங்கம் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கானுங்க. அவனுங்க என்லைட்டன் ஆகிறதுக்கு மட்டும் நீங்க ஆயிடுங்க. என்னையா போற போக்க பார்த்தா அந்த காலத்திலலாம் ஒரு சாதாரணமா நாடுன்னு நடத்துற ஒரு என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அந்த நாட்டோட பிரசிடென்ட்டு, பிரைம் மினிஸ்டரு, அதிபர், இவங்கெல்லாம் ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்தை உலகத்துக்கு சொல்லணும்னா அவங்க மீடியாவை கூப்பிடுவாங்க, ப்ரெஸ் மீட் நடத்துவாங்க, சொல்லுவாங்க, அது உலகம் முழுக்க பரவும். நம்ம இருந்த இடத்துல இருந்து எதையோ சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கிறோம். அவன் எடுத்து போட்டு வைரல் ஆக்கிட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்காங்க. Usually, presidents, prime ministers, head of states, if they want to reveal something, announce something to the world, they will call for a press meet. There will be a formal press meet. They will announce and the media will ask questions and they will answer. Then it will be taken to the world. But here, I did not even make the announcement. I said, I will make the announcement on Ganesh Chaturthi. That's it. It is all over media and social media, internationally, globally. I finished the satsang, went and sat in Samadhi, attended to some of my puja and all the spiritual activities. When I came out and just Reserve Bank of Kailasa, 200 videos are up there. ஏடா அவங்க சின்சியாரிட்டிக்கு ஒரு அளவே இல்லையாடா. சரி, கொரோனா இல்லாத காலத்துல நியூஸ் வேணும்னு தேடிட்டு இருப்பீங்க. அதனால யார் என்ன சொன்னாலும் போடுவீங்க. இப்பதான் கொரோனா தான் பெரிய நியூஸ் இருக்கே. நம்மளை யார் சீண்ட போறாங்கன்னு நினைச்சுதான் நான் கேஷுவலா சொல்லிவிட்டேன். Actually, we are ready to announce. We are going to be announcing. And I am already ready with all the policies. Very elaborately, the economic policies and economic strategies. And actually, I was planning this 10 days Brahmotsavam itself. I will detail out all the economic policies and principles, strategies with Shastra Pramana in English and in Tamil, both languages. In both languages, I'll use Sanskrit. Fundamentally, the policies are formed based on Sanskrit scriptures. So the policies are in Sanskrit, translated in both the languages, English and Tamil, both languages. But only I was wondering, still I am not able to logically understand why this Reserve Bank of Kailasa became so popular, viral. Because I am talking every day so many things. Understand the principle of conscious elasticity, then you will be able to understand what I am trying to share with you all. Conscious elasticity means ability to completely unclutch and ability to fully involve both. This ability gets built in your system when you start enjoying unclutching more and more. There was a great saint, Ramalinga Vallalar, in South India. He gives a beautiful 3 instruction. Pasittiru, Thanittiru, Vizhittiru. Means always body should feel hunger. You should never dump the body with food and seal it up to this. Pasittiru. Always body should be functioning, alive, hungry, burning. Jataragni should be burning. See the Homagni also in Yagunta also. If you dump the whole thing, the fire will be choked and it will not even be able to burn whatever you offered as ahuti. So you should do it in such a way that the fire should not be overloaded. Same way the Jataragni, the fire in your stomach, responsible for hunger, digestion. It should not be overloaded. It should be kept alive, constantly burning, alive. Excited, inspired, burning. Listen carefully. Pasittiru means keep your body hungry. Always, always a level of hunger should be there. Thanittiru, be unclutched. Vizhittiru, be fully alive in the state of Turiyatita and Turiyatita. That's the essence of this great saint's teaching, Ramalinga Vallalar. Pasittiru, Thanittiru, Vizhittiru. These 3 will make the conscious elasticity happen in you. I tell you, human mind is capable of manifesting everything in the life. Listen carefully. You are absolutely capable of manifesting all the powers and possibilities of Paramashiva. Your delusion, I should say, the delusion forcibly dumped on you by society, your brainwashing education system, actually, society does not want classy people. It wants middle class, mediocre. Because only then it can continue to exploit you and you will be like a sheep. That is why the brainwashing, materialistic education teaches you, if you are absolutely silent, unclutched, you will not be active, enjoying life. If you are active, outgoing, you will not be indrawn. That is stupidity taught to you. This is taught in multiple levels. You should always be outgoing, and if you learnt only outgoing, you will collapse in depression. If you learnt only going inside, you will not collapse in depression. Maybe you will be a little impractical with the outer world. But I tell you, real unclutching is neither only going inward nor only going outward. It is expanding your conscious elasticity. The more you learn unclutching, you will have the ability to go inward, and you will have so much excitement and deep involved thinking through. So many celebrities who are absolutely outgoing are depressed and suicidal in their personal lives. Celebrity suicide is not accident. By the fundamental design of the binary logic and Macaulay education and materialistic brainwashing, only outgoing person has to be suicidal. It's not something rare. Whether comedians or stand-up comedians or all celebrity, the film actors or even the celebrity journalists, stage actors, the only outgoing, and you see, if you are brainwashed, you are capable of only one thing. That is all is needed to destroy you. Either you die as a mediocre forever, or you live as conflicted genius and collapse. I tell you, conscious elasticity, capacity to be in absolute Turyatita, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and Jakrat, involved. Conscious elasticity means you can catch a thought before it gets formed inside you. Microscopic. And you can see the stars. Telescopic. And know the path it is traveling. Understand? You can catch a thought before it forms inside you. Microscopic. You can see the stars. and its path telescopic is what I call as conscious elasticity. I tell you, you are simply capable of it. You are simply capable of it. You just need to drop the brainwashing done to you by the materialistic, deluded human society. They themselves are deluded, so they delude you. They really think this is the right. It's like a mother-in-law who was tortured by her mother-in-law, tortures her daughter-in-law, and her daughter-in-law learns the same trend and plans to torture her daughter-in-law. Inherited stupidity is the delusion of society. Understand? Hindu tradition is the most beautiful inherited enlightenment ecosystem. But brutally, violently, we let that inherited enlightenment ecosystem to be raped literally by the invaders. Almost lost it and standing now as orphans. Every temple disturbed is a rape happens on that ecosystem. For example, Shabarimala Ayyappan temple. If the agama and the tradition, the sacred heritage says don't allow mensurating women to this temple, that's it. It is to keep that enlightenment ecosystem of that temple for which that infrastructure, that temple was created. To be kept alive, those principles should be followed. Crossing that is literally abusing, raping that enlightenment ecosystem. It is not good. It is not right. I uttered two words. It is not good. It is not right. Understand? In each place, deity is birthed. Means God is requested and prayed to take birth in the form of that deity, like Parandama has taken the Archavatara of Attivaradar due to Brahma's prayer. Then Venkateshwara, Srinivasa becomes Archavatara after he completes what he needs to complete with the body he was using. Meenakshi is birthed by the prayers of Malayadvajan and Kanchanamala. Whether Avatara or Archavatara, they are birthed with certain principles and set of agamic cosmic science cosmic principles. Understand? Treating them so cheaply, so lightly. Is violating the divine rights of the deity. And please understand, just like animal human conflicts happening in all the forest border villages. See, these forest border villages, if the humans cross understanding they have with animals, animals will cross the understanding they have with human beings. It's like there's an understanding. This is the border. I will not cross this. You don't cross this. As long as we maintain our understandings, they also maintain. The conflicts will not be there. But when we cross, they cross, and then after that, once we cross and they cross and the conflict starts, nothing goes logically. It's all then war, runs into riot. Then it becomes survival. Whether you kill the animal first or animal kills you the first. Understand, we are getting into that kind of a human divine conflict, which is not right. The greatest thing India has is Hindu energy centers, Shakti Peethas, enlightenment ecosystems gifted by great Hindu incarnations, sages, saints, rishis, munis. Anti-Hindu forces are let loose, and the way they are raping these enlightenment ecosystems, is leading to human divine conflicts. We all know man-animal conflict. What happens in this border, forest border district and villages, how the elephant enters into the village and villages try to enter into the forest for killing animals for various reasons, whether it's for various reasons. Invading the sacred is neither good nor right. Anyhow, listen to the principles I am trying to share with you all. The conscious elasticity. Learn more and more to be alive, awake, பசித்திரு தனித்திரு விழித்திரு. Always be hungry. Means don't dump food, and always be unclutched. Always be alive. fully involved. I can sit whole day in samadhi, unclutched, and get involved to the extreme details of micromanaging. Here I have many strategies, principles, policies to share with you all, of course, with the whole world. We are going to be providing this important service. Now we have a large number of people interested in Hinduism and Kailasa. We are going to be providing these services. First, Hindu compliance body. See, just like Islam has their structure of halal meat. Even in the meat, they have a standard. These all the procedures should be followed. Only then, this is the meat accepted as per their religion, their standards, their beliefs. Hinduism has a detailed compliance procedures for everything. Food, business standards. Just like many countries have their own standards for service providing, for hotels, for any services provided, even for that there are standards. In some countries they call it ISI mark, some countries AG mark, each country has their own system. The compliance system to classify the standard, like 3-star hotel, 4-star hotel, 5-star hotel, how you classify. Some religions have their compliance system, some nations have their compliance system. I wanted to revive the Hindu compliance system to the whole world. We are going to do this as a service to the world. We are not going to charge anything for this. Anybody can ask whether their house is compliant as per Hindu Shastra. We will provide a knowledge-based service. We will provide you with the details. This is the way. The house should be as per Hindu compliance, like a Vastu, based on Kamika Agama Vastu. Kamika Agama is the Vastu Agama. It gives an elaborate descriptions and details. How a house should be, how a pond should be, how a village should be, how a city should be, everything. So we are going to be providing this service. Whether Hindu compliance for house, Vastu Shastra. Hindu compliance for personal jewelry. Please understand, the Hindu gemology is Hindu compliance for personal jewelry. You are born in this nakshatra, Rashi. So these are the precious gemstones, will be best for your attitude and aptitude and to keep you maximum available for yourself and for the world. So Hindu compliance for personal jewelries is Hindu gemology. Hindu compliance for energy beads, Rudraksha, Tulsi, Spatika, all that. Not just diamond, pearl, coral, not just Navaratna, even the Rudraksha, all these. Hindu compliance for personal jewelry. One beautiful thing is Hinduism is such a rich religion. It gives you vast choices. actually doesn't restrict you, it just educates you and empowers you. Hindu compliance basically itself non-restrictive, empowering, enlightening principles is fundamentally the Hindu compliance principles. If you ask about the jewelry, you will not find a single restricting rule. You will only find empowering principles. You have this option, this choice, that choice. So much you can enjoy with all this using your own creativity. Same way, house. Vastu. Vastu is not restrictive, empowering. Whether to conduct certain ritual or to conduct your business, the Hindu compliance or to offer some service. Elaborate scriptures are available. I am going to revive and make it available. Please understand, somehow unfortunately, last 200 years, forcibly, we are made to believe Hinduism is functional principle only for enlightenment and spirituality. It is absolutely dysfunctional for political, social, economical system. See, making Hindu family structure, Hindu social structure dysfunctional is the greatest crime done against humanity. I am absolutely against so many brainwashing attacks on Hinduism. Please listen. Hinduism is manifested by Paramashiva himself with his disciples, Saptarishis, revealed by Paramashiva, documented and organized by Saptarishis and Dharmashastras. If you get somebody of that caliber, absolute selfless tyagis and brilliant, and develop certain principles, and using that principles you want to replace them with Hindu principles, I am absolutely okay, because Hinduism itself does not say no to it. It says Smriti can be changed, Dharma Shastras can evolve. The beauty of Hinduism. The founding fathers had tremendous trust on the intelligence of the future generations. But unfortunately, we are not trying to upgrade, we are trying to invade. Upgrading is different, invading is different. Invading the Smritis is not upgrading the Smritis. Making Hindu family structure as dysfunctional family structure, making Hindu social structure as dysfunctional social structure, these are the worst crimes being committed against humanity. We wanted to revive the Hindu compliance body. Whether you want to build a temple, you want to build your home, we support you, help you with Hindu law, the Hindu compliance, Hindu principles. Anti-Hindu forces, 5M, they just invade and evade, avoid dealing with or accepting morally, legally required responsibilities, but just invade. That is the way Hinduism is being abused and literally raped by the anti-Hindu terrorists and mafia. Understand? So reviving Hindu compliance body and Hindu compliance, we are also going to make it as a very transparent. All the original principles we already started translating. For example, hotel service. What is Hindu compliance in the hotel service? And food. What is Hindu compliance for vegetarian food? Non-vegetarian food. What is Hindu compliance for non-vegetarian food? Restaurant. What is Hindu compliance for restaurant? We will provide this Hindu compliance certification free of cost as a service. And as you all know that I launched 6 Om. Saffron Om, Yellow Om, Green Om, the social service organizations, bodies. Same way today I have few to share with you all, which we are launching formally with the grace of Ganapati, Paramashiva, Parashakti, Samrajya Lakshmi. Hindu import and export, IMPEX, Hindu IMPEX services for strengthening and promotion of global import-export of Hindu products, Hindu goods, Hindu services that support Hindu principles, Hindu international trade, is the exchange of capital across international borders or territories, because there is a need or want of Hindu goods, Hindu services or Hindu products. In most countries, such trade represents significant share of gross and domestic product. With this principle, keeping each country law as the first priority. For example, any countries we will be operating, that local laws of that country will be the first priority. Now what I read out is the vision statement. This will be the second priority. Keeping the local country's laws as the first priority, the Hindu import-export services will be operating all over the world. Hindu World Trade Center. I'll actually, all this explanation and vision, this strategies, policies, economic policies, everything I will publish it with Shastra Pramana, with the original Sanskrit Shastra Pramana references and English translation and Tamil translation, practical implication and executive order. Everything. I'll share it with you all. Now I am just introducing Hindu World Trade Center. A Hindu World Trade Center is a apolitical organization that will be located in multiple countries It functions as a network for Hindu businesses with access to international trade services, facilities, and it also will be helping simplify and stimulate trade by bringing together governments and industry that serve and carry on trade as per Hindu principles. We have also taken the services of 6 international organizations in the field of auditing, legal services, and knowledge input for currency, banking services, structuring these legal bodies all over the world. For example, if somebody wants these services to be provided in X country, we will work with the law of that country. As per that X country's law, we will form the bodies, legal bodies needed, whether for-profit entity or non-profit entity. There are some countries which provide both for-profit, non-profit together. So as per that country's law, the legal infrastructures will be established, and with the vision of Hindu principles and Kailasa, those services will be provided. As and now, we are launching all these services: Hindu compliance body, Hindu import-export, Hindu World Trade Center, everything as a service-oriented, means non-profit. We are not expecting any profit from these services. We are going to provide these services to help people live Hindu principles. As and now, this is the policy. There will also be an organization, Hindu Holdings, that owns the stock of Hindu companies. The Hindu holding company, it doesn't produce any goods or services itself. Its purpose is to own the shares of other Hindu companies to form Hindu corporate group. ஓடுதாங்கி பிக்ஷாடனாய் வந்த எம்பெருமானியதான் ஸ்வர்ணாகர்ஷண தனாகர்ஷண பைரவனாய் அமர்ந்து உலகத்தின் அர்த்தத்தை அர்த்தத்தோடு நிகழ்த்துகிறான். Paramashiva, who came as a Bhikshadana with a begging bowl, the same Paramashiva sits as Swarnakarshana, Dhanakarshana Bhairava, and runs the economy of the universe. So as and now, I am introducing all these principles, services, strategies of Kailasa. I have always seen the disciples who feel, wow, Swamiji is doing so much. They do so much, contribute to the world. Some of the bongus who feel, he tells so many things. Will ever all these become reality? They never do anything in their life. They are extreme, frozen, convinced failure due to their non-involvement and laziness. They project the same on me. I'm just 42. Just look at the history, my track record, what I have achieved. I might have come little late to deliver whatever I claimed, but never went without delivering. Whether it is a software to make the animals speak in Sanskrit and Tamil, or powers of Paramashiva, I might have come a few days late, but never missed delivering the product. See, sometimes the delay in time happens due to the attack from the anti-Hindu forces and how I need to handle them and then contribute my positive contributions. Unfortunately, Hindus are too broken. That's the right word I'll use. Last 1,000 years of slavery and especially 200 years of brutal brainwashing and slavery. Hindus lost confidence that Hinduism is a functional social system, economic system, legal system. Please understand, still Hindus are having the confidence Hinduism is a functional religious system. But unfortunately, even Hindus are not ready to believe Hinduism is functional business system. Hinduism is functional trade system. Hinduism is functional social system. Hinduism is functional for all your pleasures, joys, luxuries, comforts. It is absolutely practical even in modern day. Even Hindus lost confidence in this. Hinduism is a powerful, beautiful, stable, functional legal system. It is amazing functional economic system, functional legal system, functional social system, functional moral system. I am trying to revive each of that aspect through a ministry. The finance ministry of Kailasa is with the only vision and motive of making world understand Hinduism is a functional economic system. Same way, Hinduism is a functional education system. Hinduism is a functional medical system. Please understand. As simple as attending to your headache to head transplant surgery. In every level, Hinduism is functional medical system. So my job is to make people feel confident about functionality of Hinduism. Hinduism is amazing. Principled system for business, trades, import-exports. We had a beautiful functional principles and laws. I'll be reviving all of that and revealing it to the world. I am not competition for any country, any religion. I don't hate any country, any religion. I just want to revive Hinduism and Hindu principles. I have tremendous confidence on Hindu principles due to the inspiration given to me by Paramashiva and my own gurus. Guru Parampara. So I want to revive the Hindu economic principles, not competing with any country or any religion, complementing to all countries and all religions. I am not competition, I am complement. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.